last May. It was my very first board meeting, and in that meeting they took us on a trip, and it was kind of a secret. We didn't know where we were going, and I remember pulling up next to the Kone building and realizing that we were going to be looking at that building as a possible future campus. I was blown away. I remember when we walked through the building for the first time, going up in the elevator to the top to what used to be a boardroom, but it's going to be a 24/7 prayer center in the future. I remember being up way at the top of that tower, looking out all across the Quad Cities. You could see in every direction. And I remember being overwhelmed there, going, for us to be able to pray, for us to be able to intercede for our city, and just to be up there to see the whole Quad Cities, it was astounding to me. Having been a Heritage so long, we've always been a church that's thought big, we've always thought outside of the box. But as I just remember approaching a building, looking up at that tall tower, going, oh my goodness, this is going to be the biggest, bold move we've ever made. And one of the things I've always found interesting being a Heritage, especially since I started at the little red brick building, and watched us go into that building and then outgrow it, and then have to add on to it. So we took an existing building and added on to it in order to accommodate the growth. And then, after that, we outgrew that. And then the next thing you know, we're at the athletic center here in Rock Island. We just have this amazing ability to take buildings that already exist and turn them into places of worship, places where people can come and find Christ, a place where people can have their life completely transformed. It's amazing, isn't it? We're a place that is really good at transforming buildings to become a church that's transforming lives. The most exciting thing about this project is the way that this is going to be reaching and impacting lives way beyond the Quad Cities. To train people who are going to go make a difference in the world. I see that as one of the biggest things that we have ever done as a church. We're going to be a sending church, an educating church. The people leaving this place are going to go all over the world making a difference for Christ, and we're going to be a part of that. That's huge. I know that we can be overwhelmed with costs, and we can be overwhelmed with how are we going to do this. But having been a part of Heritage for so long, we didn't know how we were going to pay for the first edition. We didn't know how we were going to pay for coming to Rock Island. We didn't know how we were going to do the Bettendorf campus. And yet, we just went forward with those things, and God provided. I believe that if we just go forward in His name, He'll take care of the rest. He will provide. He always has, and I believe He always will.